Hey, let's put cough drops in our buttholes and play video games.
What's up, guys? My name is Ed, and on today's edition of Ed Games, we're going to be talking about the functionality of the Demoman in Team Fortress 2 on Man vs. Machine. Well, for starters, it may sound like an easy concept, it may sound extremely simple, but in actuality, in practice, it is anything but. The Demoman's job on Man vs. Machine is to take out medics. Now, for the uninitiated, if you haven't quite wet your feet yet on Man vs. Machine, the important thing about taking out medics is that the robot medics will keep the bomb carrier alive all the way up until the end if you do not destroy them. They can be extremely troublesome, and sometimes the medics can be actually the crux of the offense for the other team. Just to get off subject for a second, you guys, I just wanted to let you know that all of this background footage is just ambiance for the video, just me beating ass with the Demoman. Hopefully you guys who haven't tried him out yet, you can kind of see the versatility that this guy has. You can see the kind of damage you can bring with this class. It's an extremely versatile character. I can't say that enough. And maybe this will kind of encourage some of you guys who haven't tried him out yet to give him a spin. Alright, so going back to the Demoman's primary job, taking out the medics. You may have guessed already that this is because the Demoman can set sticky bomb traps, take the medics out all at one time. Now, this may not always work exactly as planned. It can be pretty hectic, especially if they're healing like a giant heavy and he can take you out in seconds. So you may have to throw a little bit of Hail Mary throws in there to just, spray and pray. Hopefully you get the bombs in a good spot. But if you do miss one, odds are you may do a little bit of damage to them by splash, and you're going to just have to wait for that Uber charge to go away. Then you go ahead and take the rest out. The importance is that you take them out as quick as you can so that the rest of your team can help take out that giant. Okay, so now we're getting to the second most important job for the Demoman. You have to be sure that you're taking out tanks. If you get a chance to use your canteen, build up some crit stickies, those usually give you a really good start when a tank first shows up. If you're lucky enough to have enough money to get 2 or 3 canteens, go ahead and do that, because those tanks are another piece of the game where the offense is going to keep coming at you, and they're going to be moving the bomb, and everybody's going to be paying attention to them, and nobody's going to be looking at the tanks. You have to make sure you're taking out the tanks. The Demoman just happens to be able to pull out enough damage to help take them out a little bit quicker. So when you don't have medics, look at the tank, stick with the tank. Numbers 4 and 5 on the demo's job list kind of intertwine a bit, and I'm just going to go ahead and start off by saying number 4 should be to protect the bomb with stickies. That way, if nobody's carrying the bomb at the time, you don't have a pyro to blow any bomb carrier back. You can go ahead and get a nice trap set up so that when somebody does come to pick it up, you can detonate it immediately before they were able to move it further anymore. And now I'm going to explain why number 5 and number 4 are so closely related. Number 5 is to take out the bomb carrier, to give you the opportunity to protect the bomb with stickies. So basically what you're going to want to do, if there's a giant, a regular sized enemy, whatever they are, kill them as fast as you can so that you can go ahead and set up a good defense for when they come to get the bomb back. So that pretty much sums up everything the Demoman is responsible for. As a bit of supplemental advice, I would say to be sure that you're using discretion in the upgrade station.
Soldier, can you be something else? I'm just asking.
To clarify that statement, what I mean is try to make sure that you're not buying back in early into the fight too often, because that will take a serious toll on your money. And also try to make sure that you're not using overcharged canteens too much, because really with the Demoman, the type of range that he has enables you to take out enemies from a distance without being in the thick of a battle. This is going to leave you with a lot more money that you can spend on your permanent upgrades, which are going to be essential on expert difficulty, especially in the last few waves. Here's my list of upgrades which I recommend using when you're playing as the Demoman. Number 1, reload speed. You may at first think that damage is going to be the most important, but the thing is, more reload speed means you're throwing out more bombs faster, which means you're doing more damage per second. Very important. Max this out as soon as you can. Number 2, I would probably have to say would be sticky bomb damage, because say a medic is just a little bit further away than you expected him to land or something like that. Now that extra damage is turning into a kill instead of setting off an overcharge. Number 3 would have to be ammo capacity. I don't think this is one that you really need to max out, but I definitely recommend putting 1 or 2 points into it, just because of the fact that sometimes it's not convenient to stop what you're doing and go find an ammo crate. Also, you know, you've got 5 other people on your team looking for ammo crates. There may not be a dispenser around. It just really comes in handy in my experience. Damn, we gotta get that medic. Let me go. Numbers 4 and 5 are going to be bullet resistance and explosion resistance. While the Demoman does have a very good range, there are going to be those inevitable moments where you're going to be surrounded. This resistance is going to come in especially handy because if you could survive, you won't have to buy back in. And on a personal note, no team is going to be happy with a dead Demoman who's not taking the medics out. Okay, so say you have all of these really good upgrades and yet your scout is just so amazing that you still have tons of money left over. What are you supposed to do with all that extra money? Well, in my opinion, it's always a good idea to make sure your canteen is stocked. For a Demoman, normally I try to invest in crits. Occasionally the overcharge does come in handy, however, because you may be shocked at the speed that a giant heavy can take you out. Okay, so that pretty much sums up my little strategy guide for the Demoman. Just try to use all of these techniques to your best advantage, and as always, if you have any kind of ideas that you think may work better or may be working good in addition to the stuff I've talked about, you know, feel free to post a comment, subscribe, rate, whatever you want to do. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Have a good day.
Oh no, he's gonna sentry jump.
Oh my gosh, how did he do that?
Cheers, mate!